came with the Supreme. All right. Look, let's get into it. Let's just get right into it. Boom. So you can tell by this title what we talk about today. We talk about the most delusional zodiac signs. This is gonna be another one too. It'll be straight to the point. I don't want to waste too much time here because I don't want to make this one too long. Rather short, but yes, the most delusional zodiac signs. So starting off, um, we're gonna say the most out of the most delusional. The first one is gonna be Sagittarius, and the reason why I say Sagittarius is because remember Sagittarius is already in the already off the bat there it's already dealing with a sense of philosophy, religion, a sense of spirituality, a sense of their over own personal outlook or outview of the world. Now this is not a negative or bad thing, but you gotta understand with this is gonna come a sense of you looking at things from your own point of view is always gonna be a sense of like meaning you can be lost in a delusion because what comes creativity and imagination comes delusion and illusion. So a lot of times with Sagittarius is a lot of times they let that Bible or they let that their whatever spiritual system they in or that religion go too far by their head where they start to think that they're even excluded from certain things. So they'll judge other people sometimes and be in situations and look at them negative or nasty. But yet when they do it, they may I'm not saying they be like, oh, yeah, I could just do this and everybody else can't. But when they do it, they'll look at it differently. They won't be as hard on themselves as they was on other people. And that's some kind of narcissistic. So they're kind of narcissistic too, to be honest. I'm gonna just keep it under with you, but this ain't all Sagittarius. Remember, there's a different type of modalities, and everybody has a different alchemical makeup, as well as what other planets and signs they have in their chart that can make them more different than another one. But off the bat, we're gonna say the first one is gonna be Sagittarius. And they're really cool. They're one of the lesser ones, but the lesser delusionals, but they still are one of the more delusional ones compared to everybody else. So, okay, so moving on. Another delusional one. Now this is an honorable mention. An honorable mention I want to say is Leo, and I don't want to fully say they delusional because if you just being yourself, I ain't gonna call you delusional just because you being yourself. But it's a thin line between some of them ones that be real and they just be being themselves and they like glitz and glamour and they like to be look good so good. They like to be a certain type of way. Shout out to Blue Beluga. Good to see you in here, man. Go shout out. Shout you out, Eric. Go follow us. They paid. It's a thin line between being genuinely being real about how you see yourself and what you want to be versus you trying to be something. It's a difference between you trying to get attention versus you wanting to be like something. You want to be that highest image in the room versus you naturally being that high image in the room. And no matter what nobody else says, most people are not that image in the room. Most people are trying to be. Everybody ain't that what you consider. Everybody ain't that nigga. Everybody ain't him. Everybody ain't her. So if all these people trying to be something, are they acting like this way? They getting all this. You see, they trying to chase all this energy. That ain't them. So a lot of times they get stuck up in their own head, but I'm gonna leave them as honorable mention because a lot of them really are delusional, but not all of them are in the sense of no sign is all delusional. Everybody is different. There's gonna be different ones no matter who you are. Everybody ain't gonna have the same issues, but I'm gonna let this one slide because a lot of Leos are just trying to be themselves, and that's just the energy that come with it, rather than them having a certain viewpoint. You see what I'm saying? That's like botched. I don't know how to explain it, man. You get what I'm saying, or you don't. I don't even know how to say it. But just know those are the first two, Sagittarius and Leo. Um. Oh yeah, that's another. Sometimes Leos, because I don't want to say such thing as you thinking too high yourself, but sometimes you know when you let your head get too high. Because mind you, we all still human at the end of the day, in the sense of we all still physically on this earth together. We all still on this lower density at the moment. So whether somebody's more spiritually inclined or has more abilities spiritually or has more uh, energy and abilities physically, you can say what you want, but we all gotta pass away one day. We all going in that same box. We all leaving out. Now we may not be going to the same place now. We may not all take the same form next time, but we are still here now physically. So that's what you gotta understand. So for you to even be down here, you already done lost a couple stripes. You already done fell, lost your wings in some shape or form. So um, you can never look at yourself too highly, but there's a thin line between that and you going too far with it to an extent where you feel like you better than other people. And that's a difference. I can look at myself high as hell, but at the end of the day, it don't really matter if I'm in a situation where I still have a sense of respect for other people because that's a is I don't even want to say fair ground, but how I look at myself shouldn't dictate how I treat other people to an extent. But that's rambling, bro. Listen, let me get back onto the video. I'm not here to ramble. So like I said, the first one is like I said, Sagittarius and Leo. Now next, moving on next. Another one as far as what is it called again? Another most delusional sign. I want to say another honorable mention is going to be Cancer because Cancers be so deep in their own emotions sometimes. F it, I'm gonna just say it. All water signs are the most delusional. I ain't even gonna try to. As much as I love Cancer, I was gonna try to leave my. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. All water signs are delusional. Now, there's a rank of which ones are more delusional than others. That's different. Yes, Cancer, I would say, is the least delusional out of all the water signs. And I'm gonna explain why. Because even though they all can be batshit crazy sometimes, or bat-ish crazy, a lot of times Cancer it's a reason to why they feel the way they feel. It'd be a reason for other people too, but it's a deep reason that they can't necessarily control or deal with. Um, and they have a softer side that once you open up to that side and you get to understand them and know them, it can be a lot lighter or easier on you in the sense of things can start resolving. Y'all can become more harmonious. It don't have to be so crazy or have to be so, you see what I'm saying, a certain type of way. But when it comes to other ones, like Pisces, it ain't much you can do with a Pisces because unless a Pisces already view a certain, just listen. Unless the Pisces already view you a certain type of way, right off the bat, it don't matter how you think and feel. Because the person might tell me, "Oh, wait, what do you mean? Pisces be lost in their emotions too. What do you mean? They can't help that. Why you going hard on them? They can't. Yeah, I'm not saying they can't. I give them that. They can't control their emotions either. They are really in the deep world. They are in the deep realm dealing with their emotions and feelings. That's rough." And that's real. Something they going through that other people don't know about. That other people don't have to go through. That's real. But at the same time, it don't really matter in the sense of a lot of cancers. Granted, everybody different. A lot of cancers. Once you open up and there's a sense of you understanding them, they can let up a little bit more on you. Whereas Pisces are different because remember, Pisces nigga, that's the imagination, that's the creativity. But with that comes what? Illusion and delusion. So a lot of times it don't matter how much love you trying to give to a Pisces. If a Pisces don't see you a certain type of way, then you're not gonna get a certain type of reciprocation with them. And that's facts. You could be the most helpful person in the world. If a Pisces don't see you in a certain type of light, they may not give you that type of energy. If they don't see you like that, if they don't view you a certain type of way, they're not gonna give you that type of energy. And I'm not saying that it can't be like that with Cancer too, but Cancer is deep in the emotions of sense of connecting. Where Pisces a lot of times, I'm not saying it's not a sense of connecting, but they be dealing with they in their own world. See, they be creating their own type of delusions and their own type of illusions and illuminations in their own mind. And because they that's that imagination realm they be in, and they be emanating all kind of fake images and fake scenarios in their life that don't even really be going on. So they already have this negative point of view of you because something that they misheard or misspoke about, and you the complete opposite. You want to be the biggest helper, but because they already have that first thought of you in their mind as just being this negative person, it don't matter what I feel like you do for them, unless you do some drastic out of the way ish. 9 times out of 10, they gonna still carry you in that same light. And I mean what I say. I know what I'm talking about. So I don't care what y'all thinking. At yeah, but you're not the places. Yeah, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. And that's not me being stubborn, but that's me being in a situation where I'm already intuitively knowing what's going on. So like, again, I'm not saying everybody in the world like this. There's some genuine good Pisces out there, but they can't help energy. That's like with Aries, they can help them being fiery and passionate. You could chop down their throat all day about them being calm and all this and that. They can't help that. That's a part of who they are. That's the experience they soul travel on right now. That's attached to them at the moment. Can't change them with that. Same with Pisces. So Pisces the most delusional, and then another one that's very neck and neck that's also ranked high with the most delusion is Scorpios, and we already know why because they backstabby. Same thing kind of with Pisces, but just on a more weird tip. Because sometimes with them, if they have they just weird and can be negative and backstabby, and you don't even know why. It could be something small that their communication skills be low, so they don't even be telling you like, oh yeah, man, I don't like the way you look at me, nigga. Like we gotta see me about that, or we need to talk about that. It don't be genuine. It be some weird stuff like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get you back, and you don't even know what you even did. It would be something you didn't even mean to do. It could have been a whole misunderstanding that could have been resolved had that person just told you straight up, like I ain't like the way you X, Y, and Z, and that person could have said, you know what, my bad. I really wasn't trying to come for you. I really was saying this because okay, now the world's a better place. Nah, y'all want to take matters into your own hands, be all sneaky, be all revengeful. Then you want to do something to somebody else. 2 3 weeks later, come to find out that person didn't even wasn't even trying to do nothing to you. Like nah, hell nah. Scorpio is one of the most delusional too. They rank higher than anybody else except for Pisces. Pisces up there. I ain't gonna lie. Pisces and Scorpio neck and neck. They both. I don't want to say trash, but they both got too much issues. Way too much issues. Way too much issues. Hell no. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm no offense, but I understand just effing you. No offense, I understand just effing you and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna take you seriously. Not with that. I ain't doing it like that, bro. I ain't taking no bite no Scorpio seriously. You can get this meat, but that's about it. I ain't gonna take you seriously. Hell nah. Fuck no. Hell nah. Hell nah. Nah, Pisces. Hell nah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Pisces probably a little bit better than Scorpio though. I ain't gonna lie to you. One to one, deep connection. You really get to know them. I ain't gonna lie. Pisces really is better than the Scorpio, but at the same time, it's just like I don't know. It is better, but I don't know, man. It would take a lot of time spent together, a lot of connecting, a lot of really getting to know each other. None of that weird ish. You would have to really get to know a person and really express y'all differences and difficulties and how y'all see things in life and where y'all emotionally feel traumatized and how y'all feel about certain situations, what y'all expect and need. Like y'all would have to be deep communication to open each other up to understand each other. And if that wasn't the case, then I would probably say no. But it's possible with Pisces. I give you that. It's possible with Pisces more so than it with Scorpio because you can't trust no damn Scorpio. One thing about Scorpio, like homeboy said on the spiritual channel, the astrologer the other day, a Scorpio, you don't necessarily know if they like you or not. Because Scorpios communication ain't like a Gemini, like a certain air sign where they talk they junks and even to the point where Aquarius may be the lesser of the talkers, but that's still the air. So they good at throwing dodges and throwing what you consider shade and sneak disses. So you might miss them if you're not inclined, but if you real smart, you can catch up with them. They still give you the opportunity to catch it. A Scorpio is not that type of sign. That's water. That's stagnant water. There's nothing really mutable about that. There's nothing really communicative about that. I told you, Pluto is same shares the same energies with Mars and Aries. That's solo individual selfishness itself. That's the head. That's the first. That is the seeing. That is the O. That is the I am. But that's the only thing that it is. It's just is a solo point of view. It's not. That's not a mutable sign. So in Scorpio, kind of worse because that's stagnant water. So at least the Aries shit is explosion. It's still fire, but it's I ain't finna get into all that. You get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, ain't nothing great coming from the Scorpio if you ask me. You don't know if it put you or not. Now, I done went off chat, but let's get on to it. So another unrelatable sign, oh, no, not unrelatable. Another delusional sign would be Virgo's an honorable mention, but I wouldn't consider. Yeah, Virgo's an honorable mention, and the only reason why I say honorable mention is because they just think a lot too much before the situation happens. So they can be real like anxiety, OCD, nerve wracking. So they kind of got a little bit of that delusional energy, but not to the extent as Pisces or somebody else because they not that deep into it. They are, but they not. Like usually what they're overthinking about is a pre cause to whatever they got going on. Whereas the other one, hey, shout out to the King's Ground, man. Shout out to Blue Beluga and the King's Ground. Glad to see you in here, man. Thank you for the support. Um, I maybe sound like I'm rambling right now, but what was I saying? Yeah, with Virgos, I'm gonna say they're an honorable mention, but I'm not gonna consider them one of the most delusional yet. But they definitely was a candidate. They definitely a honorable mention. But I ain't gonna put them in there though because it's usually for a cause. Usually they stressed out about job or work or it's a specific reason why. It's not like them just being lost into their own world and their own inner world and waters and thoughts and feelings about miscellaneous stuff that don't even exist. It's more so like it's usually a precause to whatever's going on physically. That if that wasn't there, who knows? You see what I'm saying? They might not even be like that. And then lastly, with the I think what did I say? The air signs. I did fire. I did water. I did earth. I did. Now I'm on air signs. Nah, and then the most delusional out of the air signs would be probably delusional. Honorable mentions would be Aquarius and Gemini, but more so Gemini. And I'm gonna say that because I mean I'm gonna be honest with you, all the air signs share a little bit of delusion because air is thinking and being lost into the thoughts in the head and brain. So you off the bat gonna already could be wrong to a situation because you may be overthinking it in your own head and that may be just be your thoughts and your perception and your angles of spirit and that may have nothing to do with the real situation. You can be lost. So all of them carry a certain small degree of delusion. But if I had to pick one, I would probably say more so Gemini. But they all carry this energy a little bit. Um but as far as just delusion, I'm gonna really say none of them. None of them are enough for me to consider them one of the most delusional signs. No, I'm just saying they all carry a little bit of it, and they all could be candidates, runners up, or they could all be honorable mentions for being most delusional, but none of them specifically I would say is one of the most delusional. So going over my list again of the most delusional. The most delusional signs are Sagittarius, Pisces, all the water signs, all water signs. Um, and what is it? Oh, and that's it. That's it. Sagittarius, Pisces, and all the water signs and the most delusional. I know y'all like, why not Gemini? But because Gemini is just witty and they just be tripping. It's a difference between being delusional and tripping. A lot of Geminis just can do effed up stuff or they know what they're doing. Or sometimes they don't mean to do it, but that's just their energy alone. But they don't got nothing to do with their own delusions. That's just something that they effed up and being a dick about. Are they trying to cheat on you, cheat on your girl? I mean, not cheating on your girl. Are they trying to get with your girl knowing damn well you supposed to be their homie? That's just effed up person. That's just somebody doing the most. That ain't got nothing to do with delusion. Delusion is you being lost in your own internal world and seeing the world how you want to see it, but from only your point of view that can be selfish or be wrong only because it's only your point of view. Now, I'm not saying there's no power with delusion because with delusion come imagination and vice versa. So it's good to have a sense of we talk about manifestation and how you see the world and that's good. But sometimes when you let it go too far, you only want to see your own world. That can lead to delusion in this realm of reality. Now, if we was in a higher realm of reality, it might be the right thing to do because that's how we create and that's the life we live in. But in this particular realm of reality, it would come off more so as selfish because we here with a whole bunch of other spirits that's bouncing off and what I'm saying, relatable and supposed to be harmonious with each other to an extent. But with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here, man, y'all. We about 17 minutes in, man. I need a damn break, a damn breather, and a damn break. All right, man. See y'all soon, man. See y'all soon, though.